Hi, it's Pastor Steve again in the Sanctuary of Lord of Life. And first of all, I want to thank those of you who gave feedback to me about last week's conversation here in the sanctuary. It went very well, I think. It was well received, and I will continue to do more of them. This is not one of those, though. This is something that I wanted to do kind of as a bonus and also to have some of the kids who participated in this be able to see it for themselves. I noticed that some of those who were involved in the children's sermon, when we wrote all of this stuff on the whiteboard, weren't able to be in church this last Sunday when I performed the song that I promised that I would do. So what happened, for those of you who weren't in church, I just wrote joy in the center of the whiteboard, and I invited the students to reflect on things that gave them joy, things that in their life that brought joy to their life. So, for example, eating ice cream on the last day of school was one of the things that was said. Because this children's sermon happened very soon after school was done. Sharing was another thing that was talked about, and various other things in here. And you'll hear the voices of those kids in the verse of this song. I promised them I would write a song. Let me just set this down. And write a song that I would bring to church. And I did this because we're on the subject of Psalms, Psalms, and I was talking about how they were Psalms were songs that were sung inspired by God and inspired by our sense of joy or sense of love, or sometimes sense of fear, or sometimes sense of anger. All kinds of different emotions you'll find in the Psalms. But anyway, here's the song. I hope you like it. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. When people share with others things that they don't have, and when people make things better after something bad, I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. When people can be themselves, when they come to God's home, and when strangers, they are blessed here, oh, they don't feel alone. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. When we're eating ice cream on the last day of school this year, and I'm thinking about new friends that I made right here. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. When people are sick, oh, that makes me sad. When they feel better and I see them, oh, that makes me glad. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. I've got joy, I've got joy, I've got joy in the Lord. I've got joy, I've got joy. I've got joy. I've got joy in the Lord. Blessings, and to you that were in the children's sermon, thank you very much for your inspiring work. God bless.